a little too full right now. That's why it just lays down. But even when it's really full and lays down like that, it's good for like she rolls it around, pushes it around like the ball that I was gonna, or that I did buy for her, but I'm not taking back. So as you can see, she moves it around, and once it gets more empty, it'll start standing upright and give her a little more difficulty, which would be nice. It's best to do it in large areas because it can get caught up a little bit. Like our living room's a lot bigger, but I just got it in my office right now. So see, usually when she knocks it over like that, it will pop right back up and be standing up straight. So she's got to keep knocking up and got to keep working at it. And I put 2 cups in it. The weighted bottom doesn't really hold a lot because it's like, I don't know if you can see, but the bottom, like you unscrew it to put food in it. What I've been doing is I unscrew the top off of it, put my finger off the hole where the treats come out, or kibble in this case, dog food, whatever, and I fill that up with 2 cups of food per mealtime. And that makes it lay on its side, and she has to roll it around like you see now, but she still has to work at it. And I see that as beneficial because I don't have to keep filling it up or keep track of how many times she's eating. There we go. See, now it's starting to, as it gets a little more empty, it'll start sitting upright. And if you can look right there, that very, very bottom line, you can see it faintly. That's the part that screws off. But the problem, like I was saying, is that it's like you got like a 1/2-inch ridge when you unscrew it, and that's what you got to fit the food in. So it's not doesn't hold the most food that way, but really, if you just put like a measured 2 cups of food in there, and put your finger over the dispenser hole, screw the bottom on. Be careful when you set it down; it'll be good to go. I mean, they'll knock it over. But you know, like you saw, they'll roll it around, and it doesn't roll in a straight line and stuff like that. So, you know, it takes a little work. And as you can see right there, she's starting to empty it. You know, you saw her just pull it over and dispense some food, and then it shot right back up. So now she's trying to figure it out again. And this is actually her first day using it. She was eating on it for about an hour before, and like I said, it's a measured 2 cups of food. And what she used to scarf on and choke on, to the point where I had to go over and, you know, I don't know how you give a Heimlich to a dog, but I felt like I needed to be ready to do that because she would scarf her food down so fast. So it's either feed it to her by hand or do this method. Plus it mentally stimulates her a little bit. Like I was about to say a second ago, you know, she used to scarf it down in 5 minutes. Now she, you know, probably take her an hour per cup to eat right now, but that's, you know, that's primarily due to her not being familiar with it and stuff like that. And so when it is really full, though, it'll just lay on its side and she'll sit there and lick the dog food out of it. I did buy a Kong treat thing, which is amazing. It's not just, you know, you gotta be careful not to just fill it up with treats and you know, to keep your dog entertained all day. Cause I don't want her to get fat or anything, but or I guess I should say overweight. You know, when we come inside and she uses the bathroom, I give her a treat, and instead of her swallowing it up in 3-4 seconds, now I put it in the Kong treat ball, the rubber thing. That's actually the thing you see right now is called the Wobbler, and it's like a hard plastic type thing. But the other one's smaller, and you just put like a little biscuit in there or something, and they still get it. They just have to work at it, you know. And it'll probably take about 10 minutes to to eat a treat. Sometimes, you know, she's been really good and I just want some peace and quiet, or I got, you know, I'm slammed with work. I'll put like a few treats in there. You stuff them in there really tight, and she'll just go at it all day. But that's I only do that most once a day, because you don't want to give your dog a bunch of treats like that. So see, now it's starting to get to where it sits up a little bit, and she's got to, you know, now she's got to figure it out. It used to be she just slap it around and treats would come out. So see, she was used to rolling at first. That's why she's rolling it now. Is because she so when she first got it, just rolled around. But as it sits up, I'm absolutely sure that she'll learn to knock it over and stuff. But there's also the one I was originally going to get her was called the Omega Ball, and it luckily PetSmart and Petco didn't have it available, and so I ended up getting her that one. I like it a lot better because when it's full, you know, it does kind of act like the balls, like as far as it rolls around. But I love how it's weighted and how it'll sit right back up when you don't have to overload it with food like I do. I'm hoping in this video I'll be able to catch it and start sitting back up. I'm about to just shake out a bunch of her food so I can see it. Let's try that real quick, because I ain't gonna sit here all night waiting. Hang on, sweetie. So, let me try that. Okay, so here you have the wobbler. I got upside down, got my finger over the feed hole right here, and you twist the top off like this right here, and that's all you get. Let me put this aside. So that's all you get right there is a like that's it. You screw the bottom off, but that's all you get right there on the inside. As far as how, like, you're only supposed to put food in enough to here, and as you can see right here, the top of it, and you know, I got my finger over the dispenser hole. I had this whole thing filled up, almost. Well, let's say, sorry, I didn't think this camera positioning through very well. Let's just say that it was full to about right here or so. So it's been pretty full. Now, if we try this, let me. I guess this is meant mostly for treats. I'm not complaining or saying it's bad or anything. I just wish it held more food. And I must have been close. That's all I got left in there. So that's gonna go on the desk. We're gonna screw this back together. Okay, screws together. Pretty simple. And let's see if it'll start sitting up on its own. Yeah, there we go. See how I just sit right back up? Now she's probably gonna freak out. Yeah, see, it just keeps sitting up. Good, that's perfect. And when it sits up, it throws more out. So I actually think it dispenses more when it's able to move around and, you know, right itself and stuff. Like I said, that earlier you saw that it wasn't filled up quite all the way, or it's filled up too much and it wasn't sitting up, I took that much out. You know, in reference to my hand, I took that much food out, and that's what was making it lay down the whole time. It might be a little more full, but earlier it was sitting up correctly. See if we can reset this. Okay. Okay. We've seen enough of it rolling on the ground. Let's okay, so finger over the hole, pop the top off, pour it out. So you guys can see, let me. I'm just going to put that much in there right now because I'm tired of going through this. Let me pour out a little more. I take that much out, got that much in it. You know, not really a lot. Screw the cap back on. Okay. Thank you, sweetie, for being such a good test dog. Okay. Have at it. Yeah, see how it goes. Sits up a little better. You know, and if you think about it, most of the time if it's too full, it just sits. It just sits flat, like lays on its side or whatever. So at least then, you know, if it's standing up straight, chances are you need to go fill it up. You know, if you're wanting to keep it filled up a lot. Yeah, she's getting the hang of it. And this is their largest one. At least what PetSmart had, it's the largest one I could get because I wanted to use it for dog food. And they have a smaller one, which I guess was recommended for Luna's size. But whatever. I wanted to use it as a dog food thing, so she, you know, I hate to be working all the time and her just to be sleeping all day. Not all day. I take her out for walks, but you know, it's not always all the activity she needs. So I just hate for her to sit around all day until the work day's over. And then I can play with her. I like her to be occupied during the day. Isn't that right? This is Luna. She is a Lab Basenji mix, and we got her from a rescue. She's a rescue or whatever. I know everybody says this, but she's the best dog I ever had. She's the best temperament, even though she's a pain in the butt sometimes. Are you done eating? Oh yeah, Basenji's a barkless dog, so we get that whining more than we do barking, but she does bark. You eat a little more? I'll tell you, it's so hard to keep scheduled feeding going because she goes back to every month at least. We take her to a place, a family member's house for the weekend, or just a day or so. And they free feed their dog, which there's nothing wrong with it. But we just try to get her on a scheduled feeding. As far as like training, like she's like you control the food more, and since she's hungrier during the day, and she knows she doesn't have food just sitting around, then she's more willing to do something for the treats. So, but see, as y'all can see, that thing's not popping up a whole lot. I mean, it is, but I mean, rolling it around I think is enough. So you get the rolling of the ball, plus as it gets empty, you know, she has to push it around and stuff. So I think it's a very, very good investment. Yeah, there's my smart girl. See, it just I mean, works really great. It's so simple. Well, keep at it. She might be full. She doesn't. What? Do you want me to bring it back over here? Okay, have at it. Have at it. Look. Look. Like I said, it's her first day, so she gets it. She needs to understand, like, if she tries a few times, why it doesn't work. So, okay. Well, she might be done here, so that's gonna be my last video. I'm gonna do a video on the Kong treat thing I was talking about before too long. Maybe tomorrow. That's it. The Kong Wobbler. It's that hard plastic. One of the better food dispensing toys as far as I've found. Okay. I'm gonna say bye. Well, this is me and Luna signing off. Bye.